Okay, hello and welcome. It is episode 3 of Broken Sword Director's Cut. In the last episode, we saw that George had become determined to track down the clown that blew up the cafe that he was sitting outside of, and he met Nico, and the two have agreed to share information. So we've now cut back to Nico to find out what she is doing. This is her apartment, which we are about to explore. So let's get started. Okay. Okay, that seemed a bit pointless. Let's see what these are.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
You have no messages.
Okay. Okay. That sounded like actual music, and I don't want to, I don't want any kind of copyright issues.
My first Teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
Aha! Now, we found a carved elephant when we were at,
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
There we go. I can't remember the guy's name now, but the guy at the beginning that got murdered, we found an elephant in his house that Nico's father had carved. So this is the matching one.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
Carchon, that was his name. Okay. So we've
The
never...
box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
Okay, but we don't have any... we don't have any sort of key. What was this key for?
It was the drawing room key.
Oh, so that probably isn't going to work on here. Okay, she won't even entertain that idea. Fair enough. Can we pick the lock? No. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's anything else in here, so let's... Now, when I finished the last episode, I think she said whatever it was she was planning on doing next, but I've completely forgotten, so I feel a bit lost right now. Let's see if there's anyone.
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go outside then.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
Ah.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Okay. Right, so this is our journal. I haven't really been using this so far, but I probably should have been. Relaxing in Bath when I was disturbed by phone from my editor, Ronnie. He asked me to interview Pierre Carchon, media tycoon and serial philanderer, on the case like a shot. Okay, so that was right at the beginning. Creepy mime. Yeah, okay, let's skip past some of this. Okay. Right, yeah. George called. He has found some clues. I invited him over this afternoon. Right, yeah, that's right. Need to find out more for myself before he arrives. Should I go to the police? Can I trust them? Glad to have someone else investigating. Okay. Carchon's organisation have kept me under surveillance, but have chosen not to kill me. Yet. How about the costume killer? There's some kind of war going on, but I don't know how or why I am involved. Okay. Oh, right. So she thinks it's people that are that were working with Carchon that have bugged her apartment because she was going to kind of reveal some stuff that he'd been doing where he'd been up to no good, and then her article got suddenly cancelled. Right. Now I remember. Okay. So I guess we go to the map. Carchon residence, Café de la Chandelle Verte, and that's where we live. Okay, so I don't think there's any reason to go back there. Let's go to the let's go back to the cafe. Now this is where George was standing when we switched players, so it's although I suppose this is happening yeah, this must be happening simultaneously to George doing whatever he's doing right now. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Okay. Now then. Oh, right, okay, so some time must have passed since George was here, because obviously they've boarded this up. Okay.
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Okay.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Okay, it feels like a lot has happened in a very short time. Because George, when we called Nico as George, they agreed that they were going to meet up the same day in the afternoon. So in the space of, I suppose if the other guy went to the horses and the race was on pretty much as he got there, then he could have won. He could have won a big amount of money by now. Yeah, I guess it kind of fits, but it feels like a lot of things have happened very quickly. Anyway.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes will pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Now then.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Okay, I thought so. I assume he would have stopped us going in here, and then we've now found a way to sneak by him. Okay, well, the body's not there. What else do we need to find in here? Oh, the mirror.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Ah, okay. So if I come back...
Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cochon's organization. I was on the right track.
Okay.
On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cochon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items: a strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Ah, right, okay, so...
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Ah, okay, so we need to go back there. And then this is one of those cipher things, isn't it?
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Cochon.
Right, okay. Yeah, we already know how to do these. Okay, so... let's just go through each of the symbols and see if we can pick out the short words. Okay. Oh, what's that? Hang on. Rather than going through them all, let's... what would you have an apostrophe and then a single letter? Am I just being really stupid? Okay, hang on, let's do... Oops. That's not what I want to do. We've got a two-letter word there, one there, and one there. So let's go for that symbol. Oh, I thought that was the same symbol, but it's not. Okay, that's like an upside-down version of that. So... okay, let's do that one there. There. So we've got a two-letter word there and one there, both ending in that. Oh, and there's another one there. But they all start with a different letter. In, on, and an. Oh, and then there's another one there, that's another different letter. Okay, let's try N for that. And then this one. I'm not sure that E is right. Oh, but if the T and the H are right, then that's it. Okay. What if we assume this word here is and? And then that can be Yamada, because that's someone who was mentioned in the first message. So let's do Y, and that'll be was it Yamada with an F? This is looking good because we've got a few words that end in ED. That makes sense. The I don't think the I is right because that word there doesn't make sense now. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a 2-letter word, but it's part of this word. Okay. Okay, what if we say that's a U? And then instead of the T, we'll have an S. Then that can be must. So that means, where are we? That symbol can be T. She, something's me. Okay, what have we got so far? Murdered. Okay. So that would be an R. Murderer, that's it. Pierre, also mentioned in the first message, so that means that's a P. Plantard, of course, I should have noticed that straight away. Well, not straight away, but... Okay. Plantard, and then we know that's an I, if I can find it. There. Plantard. Pierre killed. This is falling into place now. Pierre killed. Murderer must have... somethinged trail. Must have... oh, that's going to be something really obvious that I'm not seeing right now. Trail from, that could be from. So let's do F. Followed. Okay. So that's O. And that is W. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Okay, well. That's, Okay, so Imelda, Karshon's wife, knew more than she was letting on, so I suppose we could go talk to her next. Oh, was there something else to see there? No.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Okay, so he's sort of dealt with. I don't think we need to do anything else here. Let's save there. Okay, and
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
oh yeah. So we can go back in here now. Oh, am I going to have to do all this again? Okay. Oh, and that's a picture of someone with like scales of justice, which is what this had on, so that should go in there. Nice.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too. A photograph had been torn up. If I could just arrange the pieces.
Ah, right, okay. A photograph has been torn into many fragments, which must be arranged in the correct position. To move a fragment, move the mouse pointer over it. When the pointer turns to a hand icon, click and press the mouse button and drag the fragment to the appropriate position. The fragment must be arranged so that the whole of the photograph fits within the available space. Okay, well, that's obviously a corner. Oh, cool.
Oh my god. It can't be.
It's going to be her father, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so that's the bottom corner. Okay, so these bits fit into here. So this is the other half of the photo that we found. Was it in Karshon's apartment that we found the other photo that had him on?
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father. Papa! Oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Karshon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Okay. Later that afternoon, George arrives. Okay, so, how are we doing for time? Okay, I think we'll call that the end of episode 3. Is it episode 3? Yeah, 3. We'll call that the end of episode 3 because it makes sense to kind of chop these up into sections of either kind of one area at a time per episode, or maybe separate them by when we switch between George and Nico, depending on how long different sections end up being. So yeah, we'll call that there, and then in the next episode we will pick this up where George has arrived at Nico's apartment, and we're about to kind of share the information and evidence that we've both gathered. So, starting to put together the mystery. So that'll be kind of interesting in the next episode. Brilliant. Okay, cool. See you next time.